Greetings, fellow traders. So after I made that last video that I made on how to use buy stops and sell stops before news releases, it got me thinking, I need to show you guys how to do this live. And today is a perfect day because we have big news coming up on the US dollar in about 15 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this, and I'm going to trade my $50,000 prop firm with you guys, and I'm gonna do this all live so you guys can see how everything works. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to show you guys on my trading view first, because when you share the MetaTrader 4 on YouTube, for some reason it doesn't have the best quality in picture, and sometimes you miss a lot of different things. So this is why I'm going to show you on my trading view first, and then I'm going to open up my MetaTrader 4 so that you guys can see me actually trade it live. So 15 minutes prior before the news, and we know that because when you click on your Forex Factory and you go to the date, you can see when the news is going to be coming out. Today is the 22nd of November, and we can see here at 8:30 in the morning, we have unemployment claims on the US dollar, and it has a red envelope signaling that this is going to be high impact news. Today is going to be a little bit tricky because we also have high impact news scheduled at 10 o'clock in the morning on the US dollar. So we'll see what we can get out of this one, and then I'll see what I can get out of this one later on. But we're running out of time, so let's get into this quickly. So I'm on the 15-minute time frame. I'm trading gold, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my support and resistance lines. So I don't care really about what is going on, and I think this is going to be a good enough range here. So we'll move this over a little bit, and for visual purposes, I will go ahead and put buy stop. And I'm going to do this on my MetaTrader 4 as well. And we'll put a sell stop here. So these are the two areas where I am going to place my trades at. So I need to see a price break above 203, and I need to see a price break below 1999.6 in order for me to justify selling or buying. And the idea is, once the price breaks this resistance zone, then it should shoot up. So my goal for today is, I want to say it's always 100 pips each trade, but because we have news coming at 10 o'clock in the morning, there might be the market might behave a little bit different. So now let's go to my MetaTrader 4, and let's move me up here. All right, so we're on gold, and actually let's put me over here and minimize myself a little bit. All right, so we're going to do a new order, and in this regard, we're going to be a little bit more aggressive because on this particular account, I am down. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to show you guys this. So this area right here becomes my stop loss for the buy And then this area up here becomes my stop loss for the sell. So we're looking at a stop loss at 203. Pending order, sell stop. So we'll do 1999.60. And then we'll use 203 for the stop loss. So we're going to be kind of aggressive and hope that only one of these trades gets triggered. And I'll put 1990 for the take profit. And then we're going to set a buy stop. And we'll use 203 for the buy stop. And then we'll use just 2. All right, let's use 1999 just to be a little safe. So we are risking about 40 pips, give or take. And then with this one, we'll put 2010. All right, so now we have it nice and tight. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. All right, so we can see everything is pretty much lined up the way it should be. You can see this right here is my buy stop, and this right here is my sell stop. And we can see here, if everything goes well, I'd make 960 on that one. And if this one goes well, it makes 700. So for this first part, I'm fine if I only make 50 pips. So what we're looking at right now is $500 or more for this news release. Now, if it was like a Fed announcement or a CPI announcement or like a PPI, any like of those major events, then I wouldn't sweat it as much. And because usually when those reports come out, it's a bunch of news all at the same time. So this one is a little bit more unique in that it's there's like an hour and a half gap between news releases. So now we're watching and just waiting to see which one of these trades is going to be triggered. Now, the idea is both of these trades should not be triggered. Okay. So only one of them should be triggered. And I'm going to raise this just a little bit. Because what you don't want to happen is for your trades to get prematurely triggered before the news event. And we should see a move similar to this right here. So as soon as the trade is triggered, the price just takes off and we're pretty much set from there. All right, so now we are down to 5 minutes before the news release. So this is a pretty exciting moment. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take a few seconds just to go over the different options with the funded trader. I think they are an awesome prop firm to use. They have the best brokers you can use, and they also have the best prices and promotional and promo codes that's nearly all the time. So I definitely recommend you guys using the funded trader as your prop firm. And If you haven't already, check out my website, which is strive2be1fx.com. And when you become a student in my program, you can trade with me. If you want to trade live together, like what we're doing right now, you can easily do so. My program is pretty straightforward. It's only $199 one time, and it includes any updates, and you get to communicate with me on a daily basis. It's very simple. And all you have to do is go to my website, strive1fx.com, click on packages, and the price is already built into any of these checkouts that you want to use. And I strongly recommend it because there's no one on the market that is doing this price and giving you a permanent membership with updates and the ability to talk with me as well. And I can help you manage your trades. So there has been times when students have reached out to me and they were like, "Hey, Jeremy, I'm stuck in this crazy situation. Can you please look at my account and see if you can fix my trades?" Now, if you're in a situation where you have like an 80% drawdown or something like that, there's probably not gonna be much I can do. But as long as your situation is reasonable, then I should be able to minimize the damage and help you end up being profitable. All right. So now we're down to 3 minutes. And let's see here. Okay, so now we're inside the Funded Trader platform, and this is the competition standings. So you guys can actually find me if you type in my name, strive2be1fx.com, click on search, and you can kind of see how I am trading right now. And so I am a little bit down, but I am actually grateful to be in the green because as you can kind of see here, I did drop down like $5,500 or so, but I was able to recover those losses, and now I am in the green and I'm looking pretty good. So for those of you who are considering a prop firm, I definitely recommend this one where you can see. All right, there we go. So we're in. So let's see how this works, guys. So the sell stop got triggered, and the goal here is $500 or more. And I will go ahead and close the trades, or I will start minimizing things. Now, because this trade is triggered, I'm going to close this one because we don't want anything to come back on us. And now we can just sit back and we can just watch and see how this plays out. We shouldn't have too much of a pullback. So based on my strategy, whichever trade is triggered, it's going to be a big move in that direction. So as we can kind of see, it's playing some funny games at the moment. But so far, everything is looking pretty good. We want to see the CCI dropping, and we want to see the bearish momentum going up. We want to see the bullish momentum going down. So this is looking fairly good, and the pullback is fairly minimal at this point. So like I said, the goal for this one is going to be $500 or more, and then I might just go ahead and close it and then try and make at least $500 or more on the news release at 10 o'clock in the morning. And then this way we can see how things pan out. my goal is pretty much to get myself back over $50,000 on this account, since it's currently negative. But that happens in trading. So, all right, so let's sit back, listen to some music for a little bit, and we'll watch this unfold. Hopefully we can get down to at least 1995, and then I'll just go ahead and probably manually close this, just so I don't have to worry about any funny business happening. Before I forget, let me go back real quick and just show you guys this. So if you're looking for a challenge, never ever pay retail for a promotion. So right now, the Fund Trader has a 40% off on 5K and 10K challenges. So this code is good until the 30th of November. And then you have this code here, which is 15% off any challenge, which is good until the 24th of November. So for those of you guys who are looking for a new challenge, I recommend one of these. All right, so let's look back at how things is unfolding. So ideally, our target should be reached within the first 15 minutes of the news release. But let's actually look and see if it was actually good news or not on the US dollar. Okay, so it was good. So unemployment claims came in lower than expected, which is why we have this green number. So in theory, we should see a nice jump on the US dollar. So if we just look at the US dollar real quick. Okay, so the US dollar moving, only up 0.10%, 11%. So this is just because I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be waiting for the news report that's coming a little bit later at 10 a.m. All right, but this is a good move. This is exactly what we want to see. All right, so now in situations like this, what you can do is you can move your stop loss to break even if you're concerned about a pullback. So that's something you can do. So we're moving in the right direction, and you can also start taking profit as well. So when you get to like the halfway mark of achieving your goal, you can click on your trade. Let me move that here. And then you can do a market execution. And then what you can do if you're concerned about, oh man, I think I'm gonna, okay, so we're getting close. So let's just watch this a little bit. All right, so I'm at the halfway point. So I want to start securing profit at this point. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to close 50% of the trade so that I can reduce my risk. So now you can see here, my lot size changed to 0.50. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move this down to my break even. So this way I don't have to worry about any funny business happening. And if it does happen, I've at least secured profit. So we can see here in the account history. There we go. So I secured $90 worth of profit. Now generally you can do this on a much bigger scale. So like for example, if you're trading with like 5 standard lots, then maybe reduce it to 2.5. But because this is my $50,000 account, I need to trade it cautiously, and I'm only behaving this way because of the report that's coming at 10. If the news releases weren't so close together, then I would let this ride out a lot longer before I interfered, because I mean, we should be good with at least 100 pips, at least when it comes to trading gold. And that's why I love trading gold so much. But so this is the fun part, because now I basically have a risk-free trade, and I can sit back and relax. If I want to go get a cup of coffee, or if I want to start playing chess or something, I can. But the market is acting funny because it should have done what it's supposed to. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and close this, just because I don't like the way it's shaping up, and I'm happy to be within, I guess, $1,000, so to speak. But let's see. Let's just watch it just a little bit more, and just see what happens. So the area of interest, I guess while I'm talking, while I have this up, is going to be right here. We really want this area of support to be broken. So if this area of support is broken, then there's a very good chance that it's going to hit this area. And another way to look at it too is there would be a lot of traders that are looking at this area and thinking, okay, this is a strong support zone. So once the price hits this area, then there's going to be a lot of traders that are going to start buying. And all that buying pressure is actually going to increase the likelihood of the price dropping down. Because when it comes to price action and you have overbought and oversold scenarios, when too many people are selling, the price instantly becomes oversold. When too many people are buying, then the price instantly becomes overbought. So when you see these types of things happening and everyone's just like, oh yeah, this is a strong support zone, it's time to go ahead and buy this thing like crazy, then this is when you see these type of candles form. This is right here is looking like a Maribozo. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, or Maribo candle. And anytime you see a candle like this, where it doesn't have a wick above the candle or a wick below the candle, that is a sign that the bears are in full control of the price movement, and it's almost rock solid that, if this is a green candle, it's going to shoot up. If it's a red candle, it's going to shoot down. And then if it stays this way for 15 minutes on the full candle, then you can bet your bottom dollar or your last dollar, that the next candle is going to be a red candle. So if you see a candle like this, you automatically know the next candle is going to be red, which means you're going to see a further drop. So we can see here, we're approaching this support zone, and the bulls are trying to build demand to push the price up. But because the bears have so much more control over the momentum, and you can see here, our ADX signal has given us a sell signal. And look at the CCI. I mean, the CCI is falling through the roof. So the bulls are really trying to fight this because they know how significant it is for this support zone. So if they don't keep the price from falling below this support zone, then the bears are going to run away with it. So this is their last chance to attempt to save the price from dropping. And that's basically what we're seeing right now. We're seeing a huge tug of war happening between sellers and buyers to see who is going to win this fight. And looks like the bulls are going to win this. So we have 2 minutes until this candle is complete. Now, if the bulls are successful with keeping this demand, then that could be a sign that the next candle will be green, as long as this happens. So we need the bears to make a strong move within the next minute or so, because this is too much demand for us to have to deal with. And if this demand holds, then I will have to manually close the trade. But like I said, because we already secured a profit, this is a risk-free trade at this point, and I have another opportunity this morning to still hit my target. All right, so we're getting close to the 15-minute time. So there we go. All right, so now you can kind of see this demand here. This is why this is a green candle. So I'm going to go ahead and close this just because I don't like this demand that was being built, and I don't like that the next candle is going to be a green candle. So the bulls were successful in holding this off. So I'm gonna try this again at 10 and see if I can get the move that I really wanted. And this is what it's like to be a full-time career trader. Okay, guys, thanks for watching this. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys in the next video.